Hi everybody, Andrew Cuneo here. I'm going to be doing a March of the Machines draft. Tomorrow is the second Arena Open that uses this limited format. It'll be day one sealed, day two draft, so I want to practice a little bit in preparation for that. So I think this pack, well, I think it kind of has three cards. One is Bobby Gormos. There's Skyclave Aerialist, which is, I believe, the best blue card. I think it's better than the Forest Dispersal. And there's also Final Flourish. Scornblade Berserker might actually just be a better card than Final Flourish, though. I've never even cast this card, I think. I'm inclined to pick it just because I've never cast it. Also, I think it's a pretty reasonable pick, first pick. I guess there's also Norn's Inquisitor. This is actually a pretty strong pack. As long as I don't take Taigam Ojutai Master, I should be doing fine. Or Invasion of Urgamon. Those are some stinkers. This is a pretty nice second pick to see. There is a Portent Tracker, which would obviously be pretty nice, and there's also Stoke the Flames, which would also be pretty nice, but I think I just want Invasion of Zendikar, given that I started with a 3-color card that is green. I think this will be a pretty nice pick. Can you throw the lands at battles? No, you can only throw them at creatures. How does this work exactly? Discard any number of land cards. It deals twice that amount of damage to target creature. Now this pack's a little bit disappointing. By far the best card is Marshal of Zhalfir. There's also, I guess Aetherblade Agent's a pretty good black card. I'm going to take Invasion of Pyrulia. These kind of blue-green decks, they're not the most consistent. I think if you get all the pieces, they can be pretty good, but the problem is that making sure you get enough fixing and enough cheap cards is pretty rough. I guess I'm taking Blighted Burgeoning here. It's more of the make sure I get enough fixing. I'm going to pick Blighted Burgeoning again over Assimilate Essence. I think this deck is not going to want to leave mana up for Assimilate Essence. Assimilate Essence is really good, especially in color combos where you have a lot of instants, but that's not blue-green. I'm in pretty good shape in terms of the fixing, though, at this point. So I'm going to be very comfortable playing 3 colors, I would say. Honestly, if I see, like, Invasion of Alara or one of the cards like that, I can just pick it as well. It's not clear that I'm going to be enough of a red deck that I would want to put this kind of mediocre 2-drop in my deck. I'll just take Serpentblade Assailant. I definitely need some more 2-mana cards. I guess I'm going to pick Notvold Hermit. This card really is not anything special. I think it's good enough that I'm not going to pick a white card over it, but it's pretty mediocre. Is it even going to make my deck? Even though flipping it to its backside really is rarely that good, it is kind of nice that it's a double-faced card because you can hit it off of Invasion of Pyrulia and the Overgrown Pest, is that the name of it? Whatever the common is. That most of the time is a 3-mana 2/2 that gets you a land. Sometimes it can get this thing. guess I'm going to take Joyful Storm Sculptor. This is not really an exciting card for a blue-green deck, but there's not much else. I don't think I really want Zalfiran Statecraft and Tranquil Cove. Probably not. I don't want any of these cards. I guess I'm taking 20 gems. Do I want Urn of Godfire or do I want Shadow the Source? I'll probably have another chance to take an Urn of Godfire. I wish I had been recording this draft I did the other day where I had Urn of Godfire, Kenrith, and Zerda all in play. So when you have Zerda, Urn of Godfire, it's just basically all your lands just tap for whatever color you want. And when you have Zerda plus Kenrith, you can just do all sorts of crazy stuff at a big discount. I was able to win all the games where I assembled that combo. Would I play any of these cards? No, I don't think so. I think that if I played Best of 3 more, sometimes this Archivist would make my deck. But in Best of 1, you just never play cards like this. In the last pack, I intentionally didn't pick any white cards because I'd kind of like the person on my left to be white. But Elspeth's Smite is the kind of card that if I actually wind up with a good reason to splash white, I might also play Elspeth's Smite. I'm not going to splash white just for Elspeth's Smite, but if I get some sort of rare that makes Elspeth's Smite good, I would splash for it. So what do we got? Tandem Takedown. It's fine, although it's a little bit rough in decks where you have a lot of non-creature cards you play early on in the game. Because it takes a long time for this to turn on if you're playing like Invasion of Perulia and Blighted Burgeoning kind of stuff. Certainly not going to take the white-black rare. I mean, this card is not really good unless you're a white-black deck, I would say. It's not worth going out of your way for. I'm just going to take Volcanic Spite. It's a cheap card, it's a removal spell, it's extremely good. Yorion. That's an interesting one. I'm definitely going to pick Yorion. The only thing that's interesting about it is, should I try to companion it? Probably not. If the rest of this pack goes great, maybe I could. Even if I'm not able to companion it, it's a 4/5 flyer for 5 mana that can blink my Blighted Burgeonings and blink my Invasions. So it's just a great card. Even if I don't get to companion it. This pack, do I want Skittering Surveyor? I might just want Invasion of Mercadia. I think I'm going to take Invasion of... I'm going to take Skittering Surveyor. None of that stuff is really what I would say is perfect for me. A second Notvold Hermit. I didn't even like the first one. Definitely not going to take Jiro and Hazaret. I think Jiro and Hazaret, even if you're a white-red deck, probably shouldn't make your deck. This card is really not very good. Take Expedition Lookout if I'm just desperately in the mood for a 2-drop. I wasn't even excited about the first Notvold Hermit. I'm not going to take the second one. I think it's more just, do I want to try to splash Halo Forager? Take Expedition Lookout or take Timberland Ancient. I think I'm going to take Expedition Lookout. I am pretty concerned that I don't have enough 2-mana plays right now. Overgrown Pest. That's the name of the card I couldn't think of. I think it's between that and Rugged Highlands. Even, honestly, Lithomatic Barrage is fine to put in your deck, too. But I think I just want the Pest. Would really like to see some Portent Trackers. or Wary Thespians. None of this stuff is really very interesting to me. I'm not the kind of deck that's going to want to play Wicked Slumber. I guess I'll take Cut Short, and we're going to continue to live in the stream where maybe I open the 7 mana Elspeth and I start wanting to have white cards in my deck. Do I want to land, Assimilate Essence, Converter Beast? I don't think this is the kind of deck that really wants Invasion of Regatha. You have to be pretty happy about 4 damage to the face for this to be a good card. I think I'll just take the land. I'm not at this point expecting to have any shot to companion Yorion. We have a green-black land, which is not very useful. There's Stasis Field if I really want a cheap play. Hopefully it doesn't make my deck. I don't think I have enough creatures to play Storm the Seed Core, and I don't have any synergies that go with it. The Agar Wield. I'm not going to play Chance the Equation in my main deck, I can tell you that much. And I don't think I want either of these cards. I guess I'll take Agar. Pretty unexcited about it, though. Second Expedition Lookout. Wow, I really have a nice variety of 2 mana blue cards that I do not want to play with. The Invasion of Mercadia Wield. Ultimately, I could play Assimilate Essence, maybe. I'm surprised Invasion of Mercadia Wield. I think that's pretty good. I think I'd rather have Assimilate Essence in this deck, though. It seems like a lot of the cards that I kind of wanted are wheeling. So I think that nobody at the table is trying to draft this kind of similar blue-green deck. I didn't see anything great for my deck that pack. Well, except for the Yorion. The Yorion is legitimately great. Interesting. Hidetsugu and Kairi, which I could certainly splash for. But it would mean that I would need to put a swamp in my deck. And I just don't think that that's worth it when I can just play Preening Champion or Artistic Refusal. I think it's between those two, and I think I'm just going to take Preening Champion. It's good with Yorion. Makes it easy to convoke Shatter the Source. Preening Champion is just such a good card in this format. Shouldn't be news to anyone at this point. I was about to say I'll take this Captive Weird, and then I realized it's not even a Captive Weird. I'll pass on the Furtive Analyst. So we have a Cyber Cryptomancer. Which is a pretty nice 2-drop. Or a Swiftwater Cliffs. I think I'm going to take the Cryptomancer. A 4th pick Preening Champion. What have I done to deserve this luck? There is a little bit of an argument that I might prefer another 2-drop, but I think Preening Champion is enough better than the Aerialist that I'm just going to take it. Portent Tracker, excellent. At this point I might be cutting Agar from my deck. An Inga Rune Eyes. Wildwood Escort. The Wildwood Escort is nice with Yorion and Bobby Gormos. I guess I'll take the Wildwood Escort over Eyes of Gitaxis. Another chance for this Halo Forager thing. I guess I could have drafted slightly differently and wound up with a Hidetsugu and 2 Halo Foragers, but it'd be -1 Preening Champion had I done that. The Iridescent Blade Master is certainly an upgrade from the Expedition Lookout, so let's that. And I think I want to play 17 actual lands. What does this pack have to offer? Furnace Rains? No thank you. I do like the Marauding Dreadship, but not so much in this deck. Is it possible I want to play a Protocol Knight? I do have 2 other Knights, but I don't think that's really enough. I don't think I want any of these cards. 20 gems it is. Invasion of Regatha Wield. Definitely not going to play any of these cards. Sometimes I play Moment of Truth, but I don't think this is that kind of deck. Invasion of Urgamon. Don't think I'm going to play that one, but I'm not going to play any of that stuff. I could have 2 Shrams. I think I'm going to take Furnace Toast Charger and I'm going to play it over Agar. Agar was going to be kind of hard to cast in my deck and didn't do anything special. Yeah, this deck didn't wind up particularly good. Maybe I should play a Lithomantic Barrage. Maybe over Stasis Field. So just to do a quick Yorion check. Right now I've got 23 spells in my deck. If I do this, I'd be down to 22, and I'd want to get up to probably 34. So we'll be looking at like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I was hoping to get to 12. So that's a pretty big stretch. It doesn't seem worth it. I think the most interesting thing now is just, do I want Lithomantic Barrage over probably Stasis Field? How many green sources do I have right now? 7 plus Timberland Ancients plus Skittering Surveyor. I think I'm going to cut a mountain for another forest. And I think I can still afford to cut Stasis Field for Lithomantic Barrage. This gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red cards, not counting the Furnace Toast Charger. But in addition to the 3 mountains, I have Skittering Surveyor, Double Blighted Burgeoning, and Invasion of Zendikar. So I'll be able to get to red mana. I'm not necessarily going to have red mana available on, turn 2 or turn 3. But Lithomantic Barrage is the kind of card where if you're against someone who's blue or white, you can play it on, a later turn in the game and get really big mana advantage. Play a second spell. I think this is the way to build this deck, which... My experience drafting this style of deck is you need to get more good rares to wind up with a really strong deck than what I got. I would consider Bobby Gormos and Yorion both excellent rares. But then my next 2 best cards are both Printing Champions, which Printing Champion's really strong. It's just... like being kind of a clunky ramp deck doesn't take full advantage of the Printing Champions. I think I'm going to keep this hand. I've started mulliganing a little bit more in Best of One when I have these hands that don't have great colored mana situations, but I have 1 castable card. I have, I think, 8 green lands plus the Timberland whatever the forest cycling guy is. Of course, I haven't drawn any of that stuff, so I'll be going south quick. I don't really have any of the good answers for this thing. At least my deck doesn't seem to have much to do. Of course, if I never draw any lands, they're going to beat me pretty easily. I know they drew a spell. It's a pretty good one. This was not a very good series of draw steps. Convoking something? Why didn't the Furnace Gremlin attack? Convoking a great big sword. Not gonna have problems with how many lands I drew this game. I guess that's good news. Does it matter which land I put this on? I don't think so. Sometimes it does matter. I don't think it matters in this particular deck. I'm double blocking that. I think my plan is to just play the Cyber Cryptomancer to make the Joyful Storm Sculptor bigger, so that it can block the Chomping Cowboy. Holy cow. It's not so good for me. Taking 10 right now. Thought this game was going good for a while. This is not going to point of damage. Gotten them down to the low life total of 23. Let's invade Pyrulia. What's going on in Pyrulia? Let's invade Zendikar. Bobby Gormos. Here to save the day, please. Bobby Gormos. I'm gonna hold that land because I'm gonna attack next turn. Cards left in our library, so that shouldn't be too much of an issue. I know Bobby Gormos is going to die. I'm just hoping my opponent doesn't have Sunfall in their deck. Can I kill them? So this 11, 17, this guy would be a 5/5. No, I don't think I can quite kill him. I might have been able to kill them if I had proactively cast. No, that doesn't do enough. Police don't have Sunfall. They didn't have it, or they were waiting for a better spot. I'm beginning to feel like this is going to be one of those games where being on the draw is pretty miserable. Oh, I'm being invaded from Arcadia. Guess I needed a land drop. this early in the game, I probably really want to try to prevent them from flipping Invasion of Mercadia if I can. It gets out of hand pretty quickly. Ugh, that's not going to be good for me either. Needed to draw Bobby Gormos that turn. I think I need to just hang back. Make them worried that I could activate this Iridescent Blade Master, and if they don't do anything, then I'm going to crack this. And then maybe untap and get to cast something. It would, like this, if I had been on the play this game, so I could have actually gotten to play my Invasion of Zendikar, things would be so much easier. I wonder if they just don't have a spell. If they have a spell so they can trigger the Monastery Mentor here, I don't think I can win. They might be worried that I have all this mana untapped. Just don't have like Angelic Intervention. Aerial boost. These have none of it. Does that give me some hope? Not really. Maybe. Maybe it actually does. Come on, nothing. Pass. Pass the turn. Come on, nothing. Still have a strong interest in nothing. That's the best way to block. If I put the 2/3 on the Captain Lannery Storm, they can just eat a treasure to trade. Alright. Still not feeling great about this situation. Certainly not given that I draw land there. That's pretty bad for me. Save me, Bobby Gormos. Need to scry into Bobby Gormos. I'm not going to pass up 6/5 trash simple, but I'm not enthusiastic about it either. Uh-oh. Okay. I'm badly outnumbered. Have more stuff. You can flip the Kenner Spell Spirit. I don't know what they're doing. I might be able to win if my top card is Bobby Gormos and it draws me into Lithomantic Barrage. Yorion would also be an okay draw. Remember when I was talking about hitting Bobby Gormos into Lithomantic Barrage? Important Tracker was the opposite of that. Why didn't they even attack with the Kenra spell Gitaxian Spellstalker last turn? If they had just traded with the Timberland Ancient, it would have been a very easy attack for them this turn. Okay. I think I'm not even going to use the Portent Tracker on the invasions. I think I need it to block, potentially. Why did they never use their Flame Right? Look at all these triggers from a lowly Kite Sail. How am I supposed to beat someone who gets that many triggers off their Kite Sail? Surely they have to attack this turn. Whoa. Elishnorn Grand Cenobite down. Meaning that they had a card in their hand that they thought was better than Elishnorn. It's kind of scary. What do you think about it? So currently I'm taking 12. I'm taking 18. I'm taking 16 going to 4. I'm pretty sure I'm dead even if I hit my perfect of Bobby Gormos into Lithomantic Barrage. Maybe Bobby Gormos into Volcanic Spite into Lithomantic Barrage. Or a Preening Champion, that's not bad. I'm ready to assimilate some sort of essence. Ooh, Bobby Gormos. Where were you all last game? The mirror. Anyone want to guess whether they have their own Bobby Gormos? I'm gonna guess they don't. This thing isn't even a mini Gormos. Nevertheless, I'm gonna throw a land at it. Gotta keep the ground clear. And I'm going to play another land because I want to play Not Volted Hermit and leave up Assimilate Essence / Cyber Cryptomancer. I'll let them resolve a 3-drop because next turn I can play Blighted Burgeoning and then untap. A land and Assimilate Essence, but given that they played the Strobe Knight, I think I actually want to just kill the Strobe Knight. Ooh, backup stroke knight. Not so fast. Oh, I messed up. I should have tapped that for mana. Already? No. Doesn't matter a ton. It just means that I'm not going to be able to sink 2 mana into turning this thing into a Phyrexian on my turn, or before I untap, rather. So I am down 2 mana, which maybe that matters because of the Iridescent Blade Master. We'll have to see. Protocol Knight. It's not going to matter. Do I want to Wildwood escort back the Blade Master or just save it for the Cryptomancer? Or for the Urian? I think I just want to get the Blade Master. I don't think it's all that likely that my Urian is going to die. Especially given that I have a Cryptomancer in my hand. And if I don't put the Wildwood Escort out, this thing is forced me to trade off one of my Phyrexians, which may be a little annoying. Where's all my 2-drop set? Here's another 2-drop. Guess we're just gonna trade this thing off with the War Historian and then play the Hermit. Yeah, I regret my actions. Would have been better to trade this, but there's more ways where that can go wrong, and also this is better at attacking. don't think I want either of those. I think I just want Bobby Gormos. Bobby Gormos or bust. That's what I'm going to say. We're gonna hope. Hope. Hey, it worked out. Nice. You seem to have a tough decision. I hope it's because all their cards are so bad. They just have 6 lands, and they're like, oh, these lands are all so bad. No, it turns out they had some pretty bad cards in their hand. Bobby Gormos. Where you been, my man? Worth attacking with the preening champion. I think it probably is. Okay. Don't mind that too much. Don't mind that too much either. This only works if I attack now, right? ETB or attack. Going to be a pretty good Yorion. I'm not even, I could throw Elemental in just in case they have a Cryptomancer, but I don't really care that much if I lose this. It's one of those spots where I think it's fine just to make them spend resources on something that really ultimately is not all that important to my game plan. Please don't counter this. If they counter this, it's a little awkward. Things are well in hand. Okay. I accept. They can replay it and then make a 5/5 with the Omen Hawker. I'm going to attack with Bobby Gormos anyway, though. I don't mind trading Bobby Gormos with a 5/5 at this point, because I'll just Wildwood Escort back. So we can attack with everybody. Put a stop to this Omen Pest. Possible I should leave up Assimilate Essence. I guess. They do have lethal in the air next turn, so. Blighted Burgeoning off the top. I don't mind this so much. It's way better for me that they're kind of playing some clunky stuff that doesn't really put a lot of pressure on me, rather than just curving out with a bunch of creatures. Given that my hand is, I would say, a little bit slow. It's weird to think of a hand where you're going to play a 2/2 with an ability on turn 2 and a 4/4 for 4 on turn 4. But not having a 3-mana play, I actually kind of feel like I could have easily wound up on the back foot if my opponent had deployed better cards at the start of the game. A Dramatic Revelation is fine, but I also just didn't happen to have any of my better cards in my hand when I cast it. AKA, there was no Bobby Gormos to be revealed. Getting priority now, which means that they almost, I guess they could be just deciding whether to block. I was going to say they have a Forest Dispersal. Maybe not. Maybe it's just on the waiting for them to decide whether or not to chump block for the game. This is not a battle involving the most powerful cards in this format. What was the rest of their plan? Please show me the rest of your plan. Please play faster. Oh. Please play faster. Okay. They had a plan, they just took a little while to execute it. Fair enough. It's the nastiest 6-drop they can have here. Whatever it is, they don't seem to have it. I'm going to be playing Furnace Toast Charger next turn, so the turn after I can probably go past Find a Land, play Hermit. Or I will have already drawn a land, or I'll draw something else I want to cast. So I just wanted to take the, I think, the most mana efficient high impact card between those two. So they do have access to just Urn of Godfire, whatever I play this turn, because they can turn the Flywheel Racer into a mana guy. So instead of playing the Furnace Charger, I'll just play this not Volt Hermit. Let's see if they want Urn of Godfire that. They've assimilated its essence. Please don't have Shieldred. Not the 7-mana Shieldred. Not the 5-mana Shieldred either. Just no Shieldreds. Would be nice. Not a Shieldred, but it's about as scary. Needed non-land card that turn. Maybe I can hit Invasion of Perulia here. I thought I was in good shape to be trading 3 for 3 last turn, because I thought that if they traded off the Flywheel Racer, it might have been denying them their 6th mana for their Urn of Godfire. But now the fact that I'm at 14 instead of 17 is really awkward, because this Gloomfang Mauler is going to be really hard to block as long as the Urn of Godfire is in play. None of those were the thing I wanted. Okay, that's not scary at least. And this flywheel racer it's brutal. Just wasting my life away. Ooh, that's a good draw. I think I want to attack first. Oh, they might earn if God fires something in response. Does that make sense? Please type your Nizumi format so you will no longer be wasting so much time. Just crew the flywheel racer a second time. You know you want to. Guess it's worth throwing in this fourth creature here in case they have vanquished the weak. If they have Final Flourish, it doesn't matter. Like, if they have any removal spell that kills the Urion, this is worse, but this way, if they have vanquished the weak, it's not bad for me. So I think if they had a removal spell that killed the Urion, they might have played it pre-combat and crewed the Flywheel Racer and attacked with that as well. Alright, that was big. We got for non-land that turn. I shouldn't complain though, I drew that Urion the turn before. Which is probably game winning. Bobby Gormos on deck. It's in my graveyard. I think it's still worth killing the Expedition Lookout. I definitely want to kill at least something with the trigger, which means I'd be going up to 5 cards in the yard if I just kill the Omen Hawker. I'm at a low enough life total that I'm a little bit scared. Also, this thing's at 2/3, so it can just block this turn reasonably effectively. This could be the turn where finally the stupid flywheel racer dies. It's only made this game last 5 minutes longer than it needed to. Because I'm going to put a counter on the Overgrown Pest. And I think they'll trade with it. Unable to kill the flywheel racer. Really hope they don't have Invasion of Fiora. So my deck has 6 lands, 13 spells left in it. Ooh, turn 3 Preening Champion. I like that. Turn 3 Preening Champion on the play. That could be the start of an easy game. Let's see. Play something really good into my Assimilate Essence here. Oh. Yeah, good enough. If they attack here, should I double block just to make sure that I have a good target for Wildwood Escort? I think so. That was kind of an awkward draw. I'm hoping that next turn I'm going to play the Timberland Ancient. I'm hoping next turn I will draw an additional, I'll be able to double spell. And then just play the Furnace Toast Charger. I'm indifferent to trading these two. I just definitely don't want to attack. They just take the damage and then they remove this and attack me for 6. Be really bad. This card's a little bit scary. But I am able to double spell, that's nice. I think this thing is going to push me into attacking. Probably have, what, 5 or 6 turns left to win the game. Which will be enough if they, you know, don't do something to affect the board this turn. But if we stalemate, it's going to be a problem. I think I do have one Shatter the Source I never draw that I could use to blow this up. But not if I never draw it. I like that they didn't start out by just immediately playing something good. Usually means that they don't have something really good in their hand. Okay, do they have like -2 to everything? No. Just gonna double Collective Nightmare. Okay. Reasonable play. It's gonna deal damage this turn. Probably don't have another removal spell in their hand, given the way that they played last turn. I played my land there because if I draw another land, then next turn I'll be able to double activate this and Cyber Cryptomancer it. This is 7 damage if I draw a land with Cryptomancer back up, so probably this is going to work. At least I don't have a second card. Hooray! Turn 2 Portent Tracker. I don't have any red-blue lands, so I can't draw just a single red-blue land to be able to cast Joyful Storm Sculptor. I guess I Blighted Burgeoning. That'll get me most of the way there. Don't think I want the red cards. And that I don't have red mana. Well, that's a good card. I would like to draw one of those. Playing this tap land this turn and using the Portent Tracker for mana, it means I can play Timberland Ancient next turn. And putting this from 3 to 2 loyalty really is not particularly important, I would say. Probably just going to chump block. They didn't. Interesting. I think I'm still playing Timberland Ancients. Hits very hard and it does block their 2 attackers. Next turn I'll be able to play Blighted Burgeoning plus the 5-drop. I was kind of hoping they were just going to chump the Not Gold Hermit. And then I would have played the Blighted Burgeoning and the Nomad. Getting priority, which probably is just a sign they have meeting in the mines. I think I'm fine with trading this for that and just not casting the Volcanic Spite, just playing Yorion post-combat. Yeah, they do have meeting in the mines. It's fine. Only a little bit of value off of the Orion, but there's a lot of value in the vigilance aspect of we're essentially racing, and that it's a huge life swing if they can't attack back. That's terrorizing. Should I kill the Strobe Knight? I don't think I have to. I might want to kill the Captive Weird if they activate it. Okay. think that thing does enough now. We need Bobby Gormos to save us. This is always the case. Bobby Gormos is the solution to all of life's problems. I think my Shatter the Source is, it's down there. It's a bunch of lands. I have 12 cards left. Well, they have less than 12 now. Is this person had a Halo Forager? I think that was a previous match. I don't want to die to just Halo Forager breach the multiverse, but there might not be anything I can do about that. Okay. Goodbye, Bobby Gormos. They're really taking 5? It's a pretty big chunk to take. They're not really taking 5. I played that land because I do want to actually be able to play some late Essence if they play a Halo Forager, so I don't just get die to breach the multiverse. I guess they were actually 1 mana short, so I'll feel bad if they have a Nizumi Rat here, but they did not have one. That's a pretty good draw. Out of my way. Wonder why they haven't used the Captive Weird. Cyber Cryptomancer. Fair enough. Okay. It's a little scary. I have 8 cards left and they have 2. There's nothing I can get back that just kills them, right? Well, Breach the Multiverse is going back in their deck. Not that excited about that, I'll have to say. They're still just dead in the air, though. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It doesn't matter, they're just dead on board. I guess they're not actually dead on board because they could draw cards from the Fairy Mastermind. But not anymore. I'm sure now they're dead for sure. All right, I did it. I made it. Not a great deck. Pretty tough series of games, but got there in the end. Hope everybody enjoyed it, and if you haven't already, go ahead and sub to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow with some form of video about how day 1 of the Arena Open goes. It's going to be sealed deck. So, tune in for that, and I'll see you then.